This is an All Ears English podcast, episode 869. Would you attend a fake wedding? How to voice your opinion in English. Welcome to the All Ears English podcast. Downloaded more than 50 million times, we believe in connection, not perfection. With your American hosts, Lindsay McMahon, the English adventurer, and Michelle Kaplan, the New York radio girl, coming to you from Boston and New York City, USA. And to get your transcripts delivered by email every week, go to allearsenglish.com/subscribe.
Today, hear about a trend of fake weddings that is happening in Argentina. Would this work in your country? Get 3 ways to voice your opinion about a cultural trend like this one.
Hey, Michelle, how's it going today?
Hey, Lindsay, it's good. How are you?
Oh, not bad. Do you have any weddings you're going to be attending in the beginning of the year?
Ooh, not in the beginning of the year, but I'll have a couple in the summer and the fall.
Okay. Do you enjoy attending weddings for the most part?
I do, especially, because when you attend a wedding, you usually, have a certain relationship with the people who invited you. So it's always nice and exciting.
That's true, unless you're like a wedding crasher, right?
That's true. I haven't done that. Oh, wait. Actually, maybe I did do that once. No. Once there was a wedding at a restaurant that I was in, and we stepped in for a few minutes to take a peek. But
that's funny. Makes me think of that movie with Adam Sandler, Wedding Crashers.
That's not Adam Sandler. That's Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson. Yeah.
Oh, Owen Wilson. You're right. I gotta review my movies from the 90s.
Yeah, that's your project for the week, Lindsay.
Yeah, right.
Go review 90s movies. But that was a funny movie.
That was funny. So you are married as well. So you've had your own wedding. Do you think it's better to be a guest in a wedding or the bride in the wedding?
I think it's better to be a guest.
Okay.
I think it's less stressful.
And here's one more question. If you could pay a set amount of money, let's say $50 to $100 to attend a fake wedding, like, there's a short ceremony, a hired couple, a plastic cake, but a big party, would you attend as like an event, something to do on a Saturday night?
Not now, because I still have real weddings to go to that cost money. So that's expensive. But maybe if the weddings slow down and I'm really craving a good wedding, it could be fun.
Yeah,
what about you?
Maybe if you get into like your 40s or your 30s and no one's getting married, you're like, darn it, I need a wedding. I'm going to pay for it, right? I'm just going to go to a fake wedding. I would go, but I would have a problem with a plastic cake. Like, I would want the cake to be real.
Yeah, really. Yeah, the cake should be real.
The cake should be real. If you're going to pay that for a fake wedding, the cake should be real. So why are we even talking about this, Michelle?
Wow, Lindsay, you sent me this really cool article about something happening in Argentina, right?
Yeah, and we know we have some listeners from South America. They call this la falsa boda, right? The false wedding, the fake wedding. Interesting. What is this?
Well, it's this business, and people pay $35. Mm-hmm. They get dressed up. But no one is actually getting married. It's actors, right, Lindsay?
Yeah. But what do they actually do at the wedding?
Well, they dance and they act like they're at a wedding. It said that they have like a fake ceremony, right?
They have a short fake ceremony, short being the key word, because no one likes a long wedding ceremony, even in real weddings.
Right, for sure.
Right. But I guess they just party, right? This is an article, guys, from the New York Times. If you come back to our blog, today is episode 869. You could type 869 in the search bar, come back, get the link to the New York Times article. You can read all about it. And so, first of all, yes, this is a thing that's happening in Argentina. I want to hear from our listeners, guys. If you guys are from Argentina or you've heard of this in your country, then come back and write us your opinion about this kind of event. And today, in today's episode, we're going to talk about this, but we're also going to have you come away today with 3 ways to discuss your opinion on a new idea like this. So it's not just talking about this concept, it's actually giving you guys tangible phrases that you can use to connect when you talk about these weird ideas. Okay?
Okay, awesome.
So let's go a little deeper into this. I mean, why do they even do this? Like, why does this work in Argentina?
Okay, so why does this work in Argentina?
Yeah.
So there's a quote from the article, right?
Yeah.
From one source in the Times article. It says, the purpose of the falsa boda is to convey joy and fun and live the happy moments related to love without having to fall into the traditional ritual of what a marriage is, explained Nacho Botinelli, 30, one of the organizers. So yeah, it talks about how there aren't as many real weddings in Argentina right now.
Mm-hmm.
They're not as common, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Go ahead.
I'm reading it less than half as common as they were 20 years ago.
Wow. That's what it said in the New York Times. So they fact checked pretty well. So I'm just going to, I think that's probably true. We could double check our facts, but I mean, that makes sense, right? Marriage is declining everywhere in many, many places. I know I think it's been declining over the last 50 years in the US too, right?
Right.
Yeah. So less than half as common as they were 20 years ago in Argentina. And the article also touched on the fact that, it's especially interesting in Argentina, which is a country that's traditionally Roman Catholic, right? Extremely Roman Catholic. But the divorce rate is also around 50%. So, there's I think it's when new businesses crop up, new services, new things that people are actually spending money on. It's interesting to see what's the reason, what's the cultural reason behind this?
Right. Because people might enjoy the actual wedding, but there aren't as many weddings to go to.
Yeah, maybe that's true too. There aren't as many weddings, or they're just not maybe that's what it is. Their friends just aren't getting married, but they want to party, right? So apparently what it said in the article is that the entrepreneurs who came up with this idea are actually planning to expand this to Uruguay, Mexico, and even the US. Now, I wonder if it would work in the US. Do you think it would?
I think it could. I mean, people like a good theme party. So I think if it's kind of almost like over the top wedding, it would have to be really over the top and because there are so many, the idea of a theme party in the US, choosing a particular theme and dressing in a certain way. So I think that it could work.
Yeah.
I think so. What do you think?
Well, for our listeners, I just want to know, I love that you use that word over the top. What does that mean just for our listeners? What does that mean?
Go a little too extra extravagant.
Extravagant. Not necessarily meaning expensive. That can mean expensive, but meaning creative maybe, right? Or just really done up, right? Everything is there. Maybe there are even chauffeurs and limos and all that stuff. Is that what you mean?
Right, exactly. It would be just a lot and almost just extreme wedding.
Extreme wedding. Yeah. So if this were to work in the US, it would have to be quite expensive probably. It would be over the top. They'd go all out, right? To go all out. I love that. So today we're touching on this topic. I love this because marriage is one of the things that brings us together. Many cultures have in common, right? Many, many cultures around the world have marriage as a fundamental part of life. And now we want to show you guys how to comment on an issue like this, something that's kind of far out, something that's different. You want to know how to state your opinion. Let's imagine you're sitting with a bunch of native speakers and they bring up this article. What are you going to say? We're going to give you 3 ways to present your opinion right now. So let's dive into it, Michelle.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. So what's the first one? Guys, thanks for listening today. The best thing you can do to help our show is to hit subscribe on your device right now. If you love All Ears English and you want to hear from us 4 times a week, please hit subscribe right now. Thanks, guys.
The first one is the way I see it.
Okay, so let's show our listeners how to do this. So, Michelle, could an event like this sell tickets in New York City?
The way I see it, there's no harm in the idea.
Yeah, exactly. Or, the way I see it, you said before, it would have to be over the top, an over the top situation, right? Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so the way I see it, guys, is a really good way, really natural way. Do you like that phrase, to open up your opinion?
Yeah, the way I see it, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I like it.
I love it because it's kind of like you're holding your ground. You're saying, hey, guys, I'm going to say what I think now. You're not minimizing your message.
Right. I like it.
I like that a lot, guys. Okay. Next one is, it strikes me as.
Right. Ooh, I like it. So what do you think about it?
I don't know. It strikes me as a crazy idea to celebrate a fake couple. Because again, the details are the couple is not an actual couple. They're just they're just actors.
Right. It's funny. I like it. Why not?
Why not? Okay. And the last one is I'm a bit skeptical. So would New Yorkers buy tickets?
I'm a bit skeptical that the idea would pick up steam in New York.
Well, it's interesting. I mean, I wonder if it would. I have no idea. It might. Maybe certain cities in the U.S. it would, others it wouldn't. If anywhere, I think New York would be one of the places where it would work.
Right. Yeah. So I'm a bit skeptical. That sounds more on the negative side.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. To be skeptical is to be doubtful. Right?
Right, exactly.
So again, let's just review these 3 phrases so our listeners have this takeaway here. The first one is the way I see it. And the second one
is it strikes me as.
And the third one is I'm a bit skeptical.
Good.
Okay, these are all really good, guys. So write these down, get the transcripts, allearsenglish.com/subscribe, and make sure you start using these. It's so important. How important is it, Michelle, to be able to voice your opinion on something?
It's very important. It's very important to be able to connect, right? If somebody asks you, what do you think about something? You got to be able to introduce your opinion rather than just saying, oh, it's good or it's bad or yes or no, right? We want to add color to our language, and this will really help you connect and build those relationships.
That's our goal here at All Ears English. We want to help you guys connect. It's all about the relationships, the connections, and being fulfilled, because we can't be happy in life if we don't have good connections. That's like something we need as human beings. So we want to help you guys get there. Okay, cool. So we want to know, guys, come back to our blog, type 869 in the search bar. Tell us what you think about this concept. I mean, is this like mocking marriage? Is it just an excuse to party? What do you guys think? What do you think about this? And would it work in your country? So interesting.
Right. It's an interesting idea. I have a feeling we'll see it here.
What do you mean? Oh, you think we'll see this business model in the U.S.?
Yeah, I think so.
Michelle, you're going to go and franchise this, right? You're like, oh, I'm going to start this business.
Nice idea, yeah. No. But I could see this being something. And maybe, I think also maybe with I don't know, maybe with younger people also who aren't tired of going to weddings. It's more like a novelty, or just people who don't get to go that much. It would be fun. But I think with the mid to 20s to mid 30s or late 30s, I feel like those people are I go to enough weddings.
Oh yeah, no, maybe. Or what about for baby boomers? Oh, that would be a cool business idea to start this and offer this. Their target market could be baby boomers. And if our listeners don't know what that generation is, what is that, Michelle? Baby boomers.
It's the people that were born in the 50s,
40,
the 50s, 40, after the war when a lot of people were born.
Exactly. So my parents are baby boomers. Probably your parents are too, right? Yeah, sure. So my mom is 70. She's a old baby boomer. But anyways, my dad's 68. So that age, 60s. I think it would be interesting for that group because they're older, but they still probably have nice memories of their own wedding. And they might want to party. It could just start a little bit earlier,
Right. Exactly.
All right. Very cool. Let us know what you guys think. Come back to our blog, 869. And remember, guys, if you want to get the 7 simple secrets to connection in English, go over and get the free video lesson, allearsenglish.com/secrets. Very cool.
Awesome.
Okay.
This was fun.
This has been a good one. I love this. So cool. All right, Michelle, thanks for hanging out and enjoy your day.
Thanks. You too. Bye, Lindsay. Bye, guys.
Bye. Thanks so much for listening to All Ears English. And if you need a 7 or higher on your IELTS exam to achieve your life vision, then our Insider Method can get you there. Start with our free video series masterclass. Get video 1 now at allearsenglish.com/INSIDER. And if you believe in connection, not perfection, then subscribe to our show on your phone or on your computer. See you next time.